There's one dog tooth cleaning method that is totally effective, almost completely free, and vets almost never mention it. Hi, I'm Kristen from Dogology, and today I am going to show you one of the most effective ways to clean your dog's teeth. And it's something that vets are not recommending, even though it's all natural and works better than brushing. It works better than dental chews and better than pretty much anything you can do at home. So why don't vets mention it? Well, we're going to talk about that in just a second, but first let's talk about what it is. It's raw, meaty bones. Now, before you click away because you've heard that bones are dangerous for dogs, raw bones are not only safe, but they are literally what your dog's teeth are designed for. Dogs have been cleaning their teeth this way for thousands of years. And it's just in the last 100 years or so, when dogs have started to eat more processed foods, that their dental health has just totally declined. Okay, so why are raw bones so effective at cleaning your dog's teeth? Because when your dog chews on a raw meaty bone, three things happen. First, the physical act of gnawing on the bone cleans the plaque off of their teeth. It's like nature's toothbrush, only it's way better because it can get in between the teeth in all those little nooks and crannies that you can't reach. Second, chewing releases saliva, and saliva is actually your dog's defense against bacteria in their mouth. It also washes away the food particles and it breaks down the acidity in their mouth, which that acid can actually affect and damage the enamel on their teeth. And third, raw bones have natural enzymes in them, and it also helps to break down the bacteria in your dog's mouth. So those enzymes help to keep plaque from forming in the first place. So you're getting the cleaning from the mechanical chewing, plus the saliva, plus the enzymes to break down the bacteria. And that's why it works so much better than anything else. So if you think about it, in the wild, wolves and dogs, they actually eat prey animals. So they eat the whole animal, the skin, the organs, and all of the raw bones. And they do not have the same kind of teeth issues that our dogs that live at home and eat the processed foods do. Now, I know a lot of you have heard that chewing bones is dangerous for dogs, but here's the thing. Raw bones are amazing and cooked bones are dangerous. Because when you cook a bone, the structure of the bone actually changes and it becomes hard and brittle. And when your dog chews it, it can splinter off and get stuck in their intestines, in their stomach, and you definitely don't want that. But raw bones are soft and pliable, so they don't splinter in the same way. They actually just break down in your dog's digestive system. Now, raw bones are not all created equal though, so here's what to look for. The best ones are raw, meaty bones, so it's great if you can get ones that actually have a little bit of meat still on them. The meat adds nutrition to their diet, and it also makes it a little more attractive for them to chew on. Things like chicken necks, chicken wings, turkey necks, beef ribs are perfect for dogs to chew on. Knuckle bones are also great. They usually have a lot of cartilage in them as well, which is good for your dog. But you want to avoid the weight-bearing bones. So you don't want to get like a big leg bone because those are a lot harder and can damage their teeth. Also, when it comes to bones, size matters. So you want to get a bone that's about as big as your dog's head. You don't want to get a bone that is too small, especially if you have a dog that kind of gulps food down and will get overexcited, because it's much better that they don't swallow it whole, especially when we're trying to clean their teeth. So if you want them to chew it and actually clean their teeth, you want a bit of a bigger bone. So another important thing is that you don't want to give your dog a huge amount of bone and have them chew on it for hours right away. It takes a little while for them to adjust. It's just like if you're going to change your dog's food, it takes like a little while. You have to do a little bit of it and then a little more, a little more. So you just want to give your dog a bone for a few minutes and then take it away. You always want to substitute something else, right? It's hard. Some dogs, it's hard to get a bone away from them. So you want to distract them or shake a treat bag somewhere else and then take the bone. Not all dogs will be really happy if you reach down just to grab the bone away from them. So just be aware of that. It's such a valuable treat. So they might react differently than you expect. But once you get the bone away, you can just pop it in the fridge or the freezer, and you can wait a few days and try it again. again. Also, if they're new to bones, you might want to start with something that's a little easier to digest, like a chicken neck, and that way they can start slow. And then you just want to see how their stomach handles it. It is totally normal for them to have a little bit of stomach upset the first couple times they eat those raw bones. So don't worry if you see that their poop is a little soft or they're having a little bit of digestive issue. You just want to go slow and just let them chew it for a little while and just get them used to it over time. It's such an incredible tool for their nutrition. Also, chewing helps to calm them down. So it's great if you can get your dog into chewing those bones. You get so many benefits. Okay, a couple important safety tips. First of all, always supervise your dog when they have a bone. It's just a good idea to have eyes on them, make sure they're doing okay with it, and especially in the beginning. But it's a good idea to have your dog chew the bone near you. Don't just give it to them and leave for work or something like that, unless you have a lot of experience with your dog chewing bones and you know it's going to be fine. Number two, if you do have one of those very aggressive chewers, just be careful and make sure, like I said before, that you give them a big enough bone so they can't just gulp it down whole. And number three, you want to make sure you give your dog the raw bone on an empty stomach, because if they eat it after they've had a full meal, then that's really difficult for their body to digest. It's much easier for them to digest the raw bone on an empty stomach. So if you're wondering where to get your raw bones, I recommend going to your local butcher. A lot of times they have bones that they have no use for. They've taken the meat off the bones and they don't have anything to do but throw the bones away a lot of times. So sometimes you can even get them for free if you make friends with your butcher, but usually they're very inexpensive because they don't have a lot of use except to be fed to a dog. So go ahead and make friends with your local butcher or someone at your farmer's market you could talk to. I have an incredible local farmer, Axel. He's amazing, and he actually brings bones for me to the farmer's market because he knows that I'm coming to get him. With chicken wings, you can just buy the chicken wings from the supermarket that you would buy to feed your family. Just make sure they're raw and they haven't been smoked or seasoned or cooked at all. When you get them home, you can feed them to your dog either partially thawed or totally thawed. Some dogs like them a little bit cold. Be careful with totally frozen bones. That's a little rough on their teeth, so you don't want to give them a bone that's just rock hard from the freezer. So why aren't vets recommending that we feed our dog raw bones every day? So unfortunately, a lot of vets are not trained in species-specific nutrition. So this is not part of their training when they go to vet school, and it's just not what they're focused on. A lot of their training has to do with treating and not with prevention. But if you talk to a holistic vet, they are going to tell you that raw bones are amazing for your dog. I have talked to so many holistic vets that love to have dogs chew on those raw bones. It has so many benefits and it keeps their teeth so clean and so healthy. And actually, one of the biggest indicators of your dog's health is the state of their teeth. A vet can look into their mouth and know whether they are primed for disease or not. So it is so important to keep their teeth clean. So you'll start slow, you'll start doing a couple bones a week, and you'll start seeing their teeth start to brighten. You'll start seeing the plaque come off of their teeth and their gums start to look healthier. And let me just say, if your dog already has dental disease, you definitely want to go see a vet first. The bone isn't going to turn around disease that has already started in your dog's gums. So just make sure you get a checkup. But if you're just looking to clean off the plaque and help those teeth get clean and healthy, then you can go ahead and start with those bones right away. So I love these kind of natural DIY techniques. And if you're looking for more ways to keep your dog happy, healthy, and calm naturally, go ahead and watch this next video that just popped up. That's all about how to keep your dog calm naturally. If you have any questions about feeding your dog raw bones, just pop them in the comments and go ahead and subscribe for more natural care videos for your dog.